Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Welcome, Blow Hard, Talk Hard here. Today we have
very special guest.
Let's introduce yourself first.
And a couple of regular ass co-hosts.
Yeah.
That's right. This is Reimer over here.
Sabrina over here.
And our guest today, Todd The Boss. Why is he the boss? He's a good guy. I know him for a long time. Welcome, Todd.
Cheers. Thank you.
Todd is, in the industry, 25 years as a manager, we'll call it, in the strip club industry.
Yep.
So you got all the insider information on the way.
I do indeed. I've been around.
Fucking my favorite.
Around the table,
they're my
underneath the
favorite
table.
places, right?
I
may have seen you once or twice.
This guy gets out of bed for this podcast and to go to the strip club.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well,
he has a dancer pole at home.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Yeah. You guys want to see me dance?
I'll pass.
We'll save it for later.
Actually, I would love to see that.
Actually, I would like to see that too.
Isn't that on the intro on your podcast?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a picture of me doing the, what's it called? The spinoramas? I don't know.
All right, listeners, as soon as we hit 10,000 downloads in a month, we're gonna get Julian on the poll.
Cheers. The funny thing is the downloads are gonna hit, but the poll's gonna break.
We can always reinforce it, not a problem.
There we go.
I've done that before.
Success. Get us a gold poll.
So, Todd, how long have you been working in and around the strip club scene?
Well, 25 years.
So you've seen some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Seen a lot of stuff.
And what was it that got you started working in a strip club?
Well, I was sound and lighting is what I did by trade, and so I used to do a lot of strip clubs in Ontario, and then I was always at this one quite a bit, and then one of the owners had said to me, "Geez, you're always here, so why don't you come work for me?" So, and that's how it started.
Couldn't have written that story if I'd been paid for it.
No.
Wouldn't have thought of that.
No.
Makes sense. He's seen you there all the time.
And they knew me very well.
And you did good work, obviously.
And if anything happens with the lights or the sound, we got a guy on.
You
need a guy on hand, because if you don't have light and sound, you're done. So,
Is that generally the qualifications? I mean, a guy, lights and sound, you're in. How else does one become a strip club manager?
Fuck, who knows?
You've got, like, if you look
I would
at
have
it.
made a good manager.
Hold on a second. If you look at it right now.
Look at the way you're talking to me. I talk to people like that. You're lucky I know you.
I'm really enjoying this.
I'm going to
take.
Okay, you got to pass.
Hold on. Relax.
Hold on a second.
He's our guest.
Julian, relax.
What the fuck?
I have 9 licenses and certificates to do the job.
9.
9. Now, let me ask you, do you know any other profession in the world that needs 9 certificates or licenses to do their job?
Not that I
don't
think
know
of.
any of them.
Yeah, I honestly
need a degree in a.
Okay, you have 9 licenses to become a manager of a strip club?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? Like a license to touch boobs?
You need a city manager's license.
Okay, you're being serious here.
You need a security license. You need WMIS. You need SmartServe. You need food handlers. You need, it just goes on. I have altogether 8, 9 certificates.
To qualify to do that job.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have a couple of them, you wouldn't be able to be manager.
As long as one person does, and I'm the sucker that's got it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I've,
Well, you are responsible for like the place, so you should know what you're doing. Like, what's WMIS? Is safe than somebody's
health and
work
health. Something.
I remember doing that at work when I was a long
WMIS,
time ago. Yeah. Somebody's having a stroke. I thought you had like a license of the pervert license.
That's you, not me.
I know. I'll admit it.
Yeah, this is the Secretary of Perv office. If you need any of your certificates.
There's a seat, I think, with Julian's name embroidered on it. I'm not,
exactly.
I'm not 100% sure, but
Well, those days are not now, but they were fun. You have to
long time
admit.
ago, yeah.
So did
Yep.
you ever work in bars that weren't strip clubs before you got to the strip club?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you knew what was up from
Been
that
in the
perspective.
hospitality business for about 35, no, what am I saying, 40 years?
Wow.
What's the difference you think between then and now when you first started, like with the strip clubs? Minus obviously now they're so expensive as opposed to like, what's the difference?
Where do I start?
I don't
Wherever
know,
you
man.
want.
There you
Fuck.
go.
Well, how far back can we
Okay,
go back?
so
20 years.
I'll
we'll
tell
say.
you what, I
Just-
went with a bunch of friends of mine to the Cannonball
Okay, it doesn't
in
exist
Brampton.
now. It's
It's
changed
gone,
names.
it's gone. It's not, doesn't exist.
Okay, whatever, it doesn't exist.
I remember going with some guys on a Saturday afternoon.
Great place, by the way.
Eh?
Great place.
You've invested, I know. But anyway, so they went there, and I wasn't a big thing of strip joints. It wasn't something that, I was into. But anyways, we went, and I always remember this girl, and it was back in the day when they didn't shave their whole hooch. They would, leave it fine,
I
whatever.
understand, Yeah, yeah. That was
And
the
this girl had
80s?
a-
Are we talking 80s?
80s, early 80s, and she had Ace of Spades done, and I'll never, I to this day, I can still picture that girl, and I don't know why, but maybe it's because her
'Cause you
pubes were all done in
Ace of Spades, Motorhead,
yeah.
Lenny, whatever. Yeah.
No, I'm,
The
not
Ace
that,
of
I'm not that
Spades.
hard, but okay.
Turn
and
it
then
up to 11.
and then from there we used to go over to the S&S, and which was your average. It wasn't special, but it was a tray of draft for $10, and you went nuts. Had a good time.
So back then you had a better time, you're saying, you think?
Yeah.
Because it was cheaper, or?
It was, I guess, because I was younger and you were with a bunch of the guys. Now it's a job, so it's totally different, right? You look at it from a different point of view.
Okay, when you look at it as a point of view, as being the manager, do you see the guys enjoying themselves like you?
Oh, absolutely. But I can tell somebody's demeanor within 30 seconds.
What do you mean by their demeanor?
It means if you're going to give me a problem, I know that in 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those fucking guys gotta go.
Hey,
Takes
they,
me-
They don't go far at all. Trust me.
Yeah, well, I've
Is it sort of you catch them at the door, kind of like
No,
or-
they'll my security, whatever. No, but once you walk in, you just see the way they hold themselves.
fuck.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's probably back from because even him when Julian when he comes in, right? It's like, I'm in for something. But the thing is though is that you can tell somebody just the way they walk.
Is that through years of experience, or is
FYI,
that
I was
just-
always a good guy. It just maybe trouble happened, but it wasn't my fault. Just letting the listeners know.
Yeah.
Continue. Go ahead, Randall.
Okay. But when you see somebody walk in, is that because you've seen that problem walk in years before, or is it just like something obvious that you
It's
can
just my
pinpoint?
background, I guess. you
Yeah.
know? But
What's
I mean,
going
at the
around?
end of the day, you've got to protect your business.
Right.
So I mean, if that guy, even if he's going to drop a couple $100, I don't
Not
need
worth
the
it.
bullshit
It's
to
not
go
worth it.
No.
to go with it.
Of course.
I want people there to have a good time.
Yeah.
And enjoy themselves.
Right.
And I want them to come back. I don't want an asshole comes in there, causes problems, and say, fuck, I ain't going back there because, they let assholes in there.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Just because he spent money, he doesn't own the place. I got it. Yeah. All kidding aside, those guys got to go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
They bring you drama. The next time they come again, they're gonna think they can do it even more worse.
So, is there a time that you can think of that somebody needed to get bounced really hard out of there that's like a good story you could tell us?
Oh, I could
I'm sure you got a list.
Too many.
too many.
Yeah.
I remember this one guy, and he was a
Fucking
young
asshole.
he was a young kid, and he would come in and he fell in love like everybody does when they come
The
in.
girls don't really love you there, the strippers? I thought they always loved me.
They all love you. I
We're
know.
about to watch Julian's heart get broken.
No, it's like these new kind of guys go. They actually, some of them really believe the girls love them.
It's
fall in
insane.
that.
It's insane. And you know what? You get out of this business, and I'll look after you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'll be your sugar daddy. Blah blah blah.
The smart ones will get three or
hold
four
on.
of those guys.
No, hold on. Do you know how many times that falls through?
Every time.
Every single time.
Yeah.
I
And you know why?
guarantee.
Because now you do what I say you do.
Yep.
And that's the problem.
Yep.
But girls don't realize that. You know what
It
I
looks
mean?
good on paper.
Every-
Never works out. Yeah.
Everything's got a price. There's
Yeah.
no such thing as a free lunch.
A girl will play you and play you and play you until you ain't got no more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I
Trust
have a
me.
good story, but I can't repeat it. He listens to this. But yeah, all these strip clubs, he just got played. He thought he was the king at the end. Once that money was gone, it was gone. I don't know. Fuck. You better edit this shit. But anyways,
So who do you think is more deceptive on the whole? These guys that are looking to acquire some kind of a sugar baby, take a girl out of the situation, or the girls that are working there?
It's
probably even.
It's no, because the guys are all idiots, right? Because, like I said to Julian, everybody's morals and scruples have changed. In the last 30 years, they're non-existent, right? Everybody's married, everybody's got a girlfriend, whatever. But at the end of the day, they go to a strip going to have something on the side.
whose fault is this?
You.
No,
So-
it's social media, maybe. No.
Yeah, social media.
I honestly think it's the internet that makes guys like this kind of perversion.
Yeah.
Because
I blame the Kardashians.
But what do you mean? Like, what has changed essentially? Like, back in the day, people would just show up for a good time and.
No, you
Versus-
you're bored of what you got at
That's
home.
right.
Yeah.
And-
So you need something to keep it different so that when you go home, you're not all that grumpy type of guy and no, I really don't want it, and say, okay, how come you don't want it? You get it on the side, you blow your load, then at the end of the day, you're all happy. And
Yeah.
that's the way it works. You know what I mean? Everybody wants
not really the way it works if you don't have enough money.
You need to have a few bucks.
Well,
that's why you have a separate credit card so that nobody can see the
yeah, those are
the,
the bigger kind of people. The average Joe who does that, who doesn't have money to pay the bills after, then that's when bullshit happens.
Did you know that I heard this at Casino Rama, a little off topic, they have a morgue?
There's no such thing as
A morgue?
A what?
Yes.
No, I
There's
never
a
heard this.
morgue
Because
at Casino Rama?
People commit
Commit suicide
suicides in the
after-
rooms. I never knew this. And I don't know how true it is.
I don't
But
think it's
somebody
true.
told me that they
Absolutely.
have a room in the basement of the hotel because they have people that commit suicide in the hotels once they've lost all their money, their houses, everything, they mortgage
So they're
everything.
prepared
whatever.
Oh, I
for you to
fucking
get
believe
fat.
it.
I think that's not true.
I have worked in the hotel industry myself, not casinos, but it is true people do commit suicide.
Yeah, but they don't have a morgue ready. They'll
Well,
call
I'm
a
not a
cop.
morgue,
reported.
but you know what I'm saying? Just a room where you're going to put somebody till whoever comes and takes it away. So I
Refrigerator,
guess
if you will.
they made nickname it the morgue, you know what I mean?
You know how you can get a discount on a house that somebody was murdered in?
Yeah.
I want a discount on a 5-star room that somebody hung themselves in. That's what I'm looking for.
Sure, there's a lot of those rooms. They just don't advertise.
Specialty.
That's what I'm
Not a room where
saying.
somebody's been murdered in there.
What do you think? Just getting back to my favorite topic, the girls. Are they better looking today, or are they better looking before? And I asked this to another friend of mine, just in general. And I say it's the McDonald's. Like, we make a little stupid comment because I think the girls are better looking today than they were 15 years ago.
Well, plastic surgery is considerably more common
Not
and less
going to that
expensive and
level.
accessible.
It's gotten better.
Is it the clothes maybe, or is it the attitude, the social media? Because I don't know. Or when I was in high school, I don't recall these 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds looking. Okay, 18, 19-year-olds. Let's never mind 17.
18 can dance,
You could dance, right?
but I don't let them work because
Because you can't
you have-
drink.
I'm not going to babysit somebody and make sure they don't drink.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they always end up drinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
I'm
mean?
saying, do you think they're better looking?
It all depends on your taste.
Exactly.
And the reason why I say that is because 15 years ago, I knew a guy from a car dealership. He was a leasing manager. And I sent him some girls over, but it didn't click.
Uh-huh.
Then I had this woman, lady, little overweight, but huge gazingas.
Also, this guy had like a perfect.
And
he
that
wanted-
that was what
his
he
thing.
wanted. And he'd grab his tie, he was sweating, and he'd be wiping his forehead with his tie.
So happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
but
what I
he
mean?
should have just asked you that then.
But no, but they won't. People won't.
Well, I tell you
And
what I
another
want.
thing is a lot of
Bring me
guys.
that fat girl with the blonde hair. I want it.
Throw anything over.
How dare you talk about me like that?
Yeah, you're definitely not in
anything
that
but that.
category.
But the thing is that a lot of guys are intimidated
True.
good-looking broads,
Right.
True.
You know
That
what I
is
mean?
true. That is true.
and they would rather go with somebody that's a 5 or a 6 rather than a 9 or a 10. And I've heard that so many times because they feel that they either they're going to get overcharged,
Yeah.
whatever. Whereas another girl will be comforting to her, like a 5 or a 6 will be a little more comforting her. Say he's used to that type of girl
Right.
rather than a more high end girl. You know what I mean? So that's
So
things
you're
too.
saying that the 5 or 6 girls out of the 9 and 10 make more money than they do?
Yeah.
Really? I thought. I was gonna say I thought they get better blowjobs, but no. So the better looking girls make less money than the 5 and 6s.
Well, no, but the better looking girls will make more money, but they can get a hiring guy to last longer.
They're just a little bit more, like you say, they have the attitude.
See,
they're-
you have to remember, Julian, everything adds up at the end of the day. So if you go and get, dances, say from 10 guys, they each drop $60, $80.
Gotcha.
That all adds up.
Got it.
Whereas the high-end girl will go up one time,
3 times and get the same
and get
amount of money.
$800,000, right?
Exactly.
So that's how that works.
At the end, it adds up the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other one just hustling harder for her money. But on the other hand, the other one is much better looking.
Yeah, exactly.
So speaking of hustling, I have a weird question. Do you remember when the movie Hustlers came out?
With J-Lo?
It was J-Lo and Cardi B.
That
and-
was so wrong.
I
So
started it.
I never
and
watched
I never
it.
finished it.
I
5
never
minutes.
watched it, but my question is, did you find that when that movie came out that you had anything remotely close to a surge of women coming in as patrons? No. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a surge of women have always come in.
Right.
Okay, and couples. More so couples now than before.
Yeah.
But the reason being is they're interested to see what it's all about.
Right.
Oh, my boyfriend goes there, so I want to go and check it out and see what it is. So she brings over a couple of girlfriends with her, and spends a couple hours, whatever. But as far as that Hustlers movie going, no. That's like the States. I don't, this is Canada,
Huge
that's the
difference, the
States.
States, eh?
So
Yeah.
big. There used to be a spearmint rhino
I remember.
was here, right? They
Yes.
took over Deja Vu's building.
That's right.
And I mean, it
Curb
was...
had their Christmas party there a few
and
years.
it was like, it was garbage. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it
but
was
was-
so high end. Like, it was like a Las Vegas, Hollywood, whatever. And it didn't click here in Toronto.
With the
It
blue
just
collar
didn't go,
guys.
yeah, it didn't click.
Yeah, they wanted.
Yeah.
There's a few of those places there. As soon as you walk in, you already spent $50. It's
Yeah,
like,
you need a mix of between blue and white collar
100%
customers.
Yeah, you need both.
More so blue collar than white collar.
Yeah.
Why is
You
that?
know what I mean? Just for the fact that the blue collar spends his money not as much, but a little more frequently than a white collar guy does.
Yeah.
The white collar guy's got the nice little wife at home, the kids, blah blah. Got to take him to karate, ballet, whatever. So it's the blue collar guy. He's construction
He
worker,
needs those
whatever.
3 beers
so
after work.
he needs some.
It's one wine
word on-
time.
Yeah, he needs to unwind. Blow off some steam. So he'll go with his buddies, go have a few beers, whatever, right?
So the blue collar guy is more likely to be a regular than the white collar guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How have things changed? Like, I heard at one point Toronto was once the strip club capital of North America, like in the 70s or something like that, Yonge Street.
I wouldn't call it the capital.
They used to have
Todd
50
would
some
know
odd,
more.
50 some odd strip clubs at one time.
In the 90s, up
Yeah,
to
some
the
of the
90s, we had
90s.
95.
Early
what
2000s,
happened?
yeah.
They
It just became, it was like a dying art. Like
no, we discussed this before we started taping. That we were saying that it was more easier. Like you were talking about the lap dancing,
yeah.
the way you still
But
have
the thing
one
is,
of them.
it was more easier back then because first of all, you had $5-10 dances at the table, right? They have that little box they used to bring over, dance for you guys at the table for $5-10.
That's right.
Right?
What was
Then
the
all of a
box
sudden the
for?
VIP came
Like a
up.
mini stage.
So a little box.
Like a box you stand on?
Yeah, but you wouldn't. No touching, no nothing.
I
You
have
stand.
one. I have one as a souvenir.
That's so
Because
funny.
It's probably worth $1 million.
Isn't the idea of the box like because you have to dance on a stage? Is
Yeah,
that-
but you're dancing at the table.
Yeah.
For the guys, right? They'll call you over. You'll dance, say $10 a song, right?
It's $5.
You can't touch nothing, whatever, right? But then they came up with the idea of 1995 or 6, 7, somewhere around there.
94.
They came up with
Cheaters.
they came up with the VIP. So now the club owner gets the money that goes in when they go in, and the floor fee, because the girl's now making more money into the VIP.
What's a
area.
floor fee?
It's like a DJ fee, whatever. They all call it different things.
So it's like a
who's
cut.
paying
So
that?
it's a cut that goes back to the house.
Not a cut, just
A fee for me allowing you to do your lap dances.
See,
here.
because
Yeah,
every
no. I understand it.
But you-
It's like a hairdresser pays to rent their chair.
There you go.
But remember, a dancer is a self-employed contractor.
Got it.
That's right.
So they're not. The club is not responsible for their taxes or anything like
That's
that.
right.
So it's
Unless she's a house
sense.
girl.
No.
Before they used to have them.
No.
Not no more?
No.
Never?
clubs before when they used to bring in exotic entertainment from, I'll call it that, from other countries, Mexico, Venezuela, whatever. They would bring them in, they would set them up, in housing. They would get their own SIN card numbers. They would put them on schedule. They would pay their taxes for them, the whole 9 yards. So it's so legit, right? But because some things happened in the government, it got kiboshed back about
They ruined
7
it.
years. Yeah.
They started calling it trafficking.
Yeah,
Like
human trafficking,
But those girls, they were like, that's when the strip joints were in their
That's
heyday
right,
because you had quality from all over the world. Eastern European, like Hungary, Bulgaria.
But no, they come from third world
Mexico.
countries. So what they want to do is they want to work to send the money back home.
Yeah.
To like take care of their families, right? And the girls were all taken care of here. And if they ended up wanting to stay in Canada, they would get married to some guy, whatever, or meet somebody, get married, whatever. And I've known girls that are married now and have
Really?
families.
That's good. That's a
stuff,
good thing.
Have families and whatnot. I still keep in touch with them.
You know what? That's very interesting. You know what? Because so they ruined that whatever the law changed because of the one version of the side.
Now let me throw another thing in here.
Yeah, throw it.
We had to advertise. We had to prove we were advertising for girls in Canada, right?
Explain,
Because
meaning?
you don't want to be taking other people's jobs,
Like a help wanted
right?
ad.
Like in Essex, right? You have to advertise for people to pick berries or whatever, right? If you can't, you go to Mexico and bring them up. So that was the same thing. We don't get a lot of call for dancers in Canada.
Okay.
Girls don't want to do it.
Right.
The ones that do want to do it, they'll make $200 a day,
And that's good
and then
enough.
they're done for a few days. Come back, make a couple hundred
Better
more.
working at Tim
and that's
Hortons
it.
than their
Yeah.
opinion.
So have they? So they're now self-contracted. So they're not like. Was there ever time they were house girls? Like that like.
No,
No.
everybody is a self-employed contractor.
Oh, okay.
So you
There's
just
no
provide
employees.
the place.
Dance
The
is
owner
not
just
employees.
provides a place, and the girls come to work.
That's when
And you
when
decide
when you're brought in from outside Canada. Yeah.
And they'd be like touring acts essentially.
Yeah.
And would there
No,
be,
not even touring acts. They would be on a contract. It's all legit through the government, through immigration, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And it's a full contract. You're there for 6 months. If you want to stay longer, you've got to go back to
Go
your country,
reapply, yeah.
reapply at the consulate,
Yeah.
and then come back.
That sounds very interesting. You
It
know
does.
what? Let's take a little break, and we'll be right back because I want to hear a little bit more about this. Be back, gentlemen, listeners.
All right, well, it is getting colder outside, but it is getting hot in the Blowhard studio. We love watching our numbers increase. We love hearing from you. We love all of it. So please like, subscribe, tell your friends. Listen with them. Have a chat. And if you have any questions, shoot them to us. We want to hear them. DM us on Instagram, message us on Facebook, or you can just go to the website, Blowhard Talk Hard, and message us there, or email us, blowhardtalkhard@gmail.com. Anyway, we love you. Sabrina out.
Welcome back, listeners. Our conversation with Todd, manager of many strip clubs, Crazy Stories. Reimer and Sabrina are still with us. Again, we left it off a little bit with the girls coming from the other countries, whatever. Those were the really good days, anyways.
Yep.
But in today's world, there's not as many, I think, because I think it's expensive. Remember you were saying blue collar, white collar?
Mm-hmm.
Not too many blue collar guys can afford that $300.
No,
Maybe.
but it's guys' night out. So you're not getting the one guy come in every once in a while like a regular. You're getting more of groups
Groups okay.
coming in, right?
All right.
So it's like, and then there's places where they have drink specials, whatever. So they'll take advantage of that type.
Oh, they
thing,
do
right?
that stuff?
Yeah, some places.
I don't recall that anymore. When we were going, we just used to go and just
Yeah.
like three guys, it's Tuesday, we're bored, we go. But now you have to really think about it.
Yeah,
like what's a drink special like?
That's what I'm
$20 a
saying.
beer?
Yeah, is it like,
like there's
what do
some,
they give you? One chicken wing?
but there's food specials, stuff like that.
What
you
did
know,
you
or-
whisper? This is a no filter show. You can say whatever the fuck you want. No, I'm just saying, like, it's just like, I think it took out the element of the guys going out because these girls are good looking, I guess, whatever, but they're too demanding, money's too demanding, coat check, hat check, clothes. I remember going to this one place downtown, I won't say the name. I was with a girl, actually, too. Anissa, by the way. Anyways, I'm wearing everything. I had $2,000 in my pocket. The fucking doorman didn't let me in. I go, why? I'm with a beautiful girl, dressed to the tens. He goes, you can't have that chain on. He goes, you got to have, I go, okay, I could put the chain in. He goes, oh, you can't wear that baseball cap. Those are J's. I think went to the J's. I go, okay, I'll take it off. He goes, what kind of, I'm like, hey man, what's your problem, man? Like, I got $2,000 in my pocket. You're not going to really let me in? Like, I don't know what he was trying to, maybe he just didn't like my face.
Yeah. It's like a lot of clubs won't let a girl work if she has a crown tattooed on her body.
A crown?
Crown tattooed on her body. Why?
Right.
I'm getting a crown tattoo in December 16th.
You won't be allowed to dance.
I'm not going to
All
be
right,
able to
everybody,
be a stripper.
we got to revoke that 10,000
Yeah.
download deal. This guy's about to get a crown. It's going down.
Okay, I need to hear this one. I'm seriously getting the lion, the crown, and the
Crown means you're live.
That means what?
You're live.
I'm alive?
You're live.
Live.
I'm live.
That means like you're a working girl. No.
It
What does
means
it mean?
you're spoken for. Somebody's got you.
Yes.
It does? I never knew that. That's fucked up. Good
Girls
for you,
that
brother.
have crown tattoos
pimped out.
indicate.
That's correct.
I never heard
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's what you
Not
own,
in
that's
a
what he meant.
relationship.
That means you're live.
They're
That's
considered
what it's
someone's
considered.
property.
Yeah, but the way they say it is, oh, she's live.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
Well, look at you teaching old Julian something.
That's
I
funny.
never
Well,
heard
I've
that.
known Todd for a long, long time, and he's never once said that. But,
Well, I don't think we've ever talked like this either. So I mean, it's
yeah, I
like,
know. We
you
always talk
so-
way more crazier than this, that's for sure. But that's what it
crap.
means, eh?
Yep.
How many do you see with crowns?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. I'm just thinking
But I
about it.
mean, girls that are like full blown into it, they get a crown.
Right away.
Yeah.
They're all into it now, eh?
Not a lot.
Come
like I
on,
mean,
nine out of-
tattoo.
nine
Like
out
I
of-
mean, a lot of girls are into that thing. Yeah. But I mean, even the tattoos now is just ridiculous.
Well, the ridiculous ones are, like you said, think like when you told me, where are you going to be in 10 years? Now you're making all this money. You're not worried about it. You're buying your, good for you. All the respect. No, I have no, when they get that big tattoo in between their boobs or something, it looks cool today because you're 23. When you're 50, how's it going to look?
When your breasts are sagging to your knees, exactly, right? Cover most of it up. So.
But that's the thing.
I
Nobody
know.
thinks 2-3 steps, 20 years ahead. Like,
And
I
I've
get
known-
it. It's youth.
And you know what? And I've known girls that are in their late teens that'll get tattoos. By the time they're 30, they get them all burned off. I remember a girl getting her eyebrows. She had them tattooed instead of, and used to shave them.
Yep.
She got that tattooed. Got the lips were
Pumped up?
Pumped up. She got that all taken out. You know.
Well, that's
Even
part of
got
the
her
look,
breasts
right?
taken out. Yeah, because it was just like, you know what, this is.
I never
stupid.
liked that fake look. They don't have too much of the fake look, do they?
Oh, there's a ton of fake looks. out
Still
there.
now,
I
right?
can
Even more so now.
guarantee you that you are attracted to women who are really fake that you do not
I
know
love
are
the
really
Europe-
fake.
Pumped up lips in the
Girls don't know nothing.
Julian,
They don't-
are you attracted to fake? Really?
Not the. That's what I'm trying to say.
No.
She
You
doesn't
seem
know.
like a real guy. A real life guy.
I like it natural.
What I'm
man.
saying is that some work is so good that it can trick you into thinking
Yeah.
that that's natural, but it is not.
No. You're talking to those guys that you talk to, but me, I can tell anything.
What guys do you talk to?
The guys that don't know shit. How about each other?
But no, lip pump and booty pump and breast augmentation have gone up considerably with the rise of like Instagram and photo filters.
Yeah, but those girls
Yeah.
aren't all dancers. Those girls
No.
are just,
But if you already have, kind of this image issue and you want to maintain some kind of ideal, you may go and get that. And more so when you're getting some money and you're competing against other sexy, I would think. Have you noticed this in the industry? Like
do you
women
think
going-
that that's better looking? Do you think those girls that do all what he's just said make more money than they did before pre-op?
No.
Before?
No, girls can look good as long as they know how to hold themselves.
It's all about engaging in
You know what I mean?
conversation.
The way you present yourself.
Approaching.
If you don't know how, get taught how to do it, because they all think in their mind they want the big ass, they want the big tits.
Remember
they
what
want
Effie
this.
said last week? I should teach because it's a big deal. We had a young girl last week interview. She goes, I should teach the girls how to be escorts because it's all about the greeting at the door, that 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And what you're just saying, if you don't know, somebody should show you. Because
Back to that 30 seconds. If you
So-
greet somebody within 30 seconds, you
know-
have a connection or you don't.
or you don't like them.
Honestly,
You see it later. Yeah.
So if I was a new stripper, what are like 3 things that you would tell me to do as I'm approaching a client?
First of all, you walk in to get. Are you looking for the job or are you already hired?
I'm already hired. I'm a new stripper. I've never done this before. I have no experience, but I'm gung-ho. I want to know how it goes. How do you suggest that I approach people and like start to get clients?
First of all, I'd say just sit and watch the stage shows. Number one, because then you'll see how to present yourself on stage.
Okay.
Second of all,
Good point.
you would see what the girls wear. Because to me, this is gonna go a little off, but I like girls fully dressed. Because the more left to the imagination, the better off you are.
The more
Then if
wrapping
you got
paper
like a
there
bikini
is.
on, you pretty much know what you're getting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I remember back in the day, we used to have,
Showers?
we used to have, girls would wear their street clothes. We'd have street core day. So tight ass jeans
Guys are
and
into that.
top.
She used to answer the phone for us. She knows.
You know,
Yeah, and there would be people would request like, can you please have her
because
wearing
to
her
me,
street clothes?
that is more appealing. Because there's been a lot of customers that'll go to the girl, oh, please, they see her come in, oh, don't get dressed yet. So I'll say,
never
and
do
I'll
this.
make the exception, I'll say, no problem. Take your dance clothes with you and then put them on after you're done.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of guys that would, and that's more appealing to me than seeing a girl like half naked.
Titillation.
It's because it's also closer to it's closer
more
to
like
the
to reality,
experience that's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Interesting.
You're very smart in that regard. I get it. But that's a personal fetish.
But it's a lot. You see it a lot because I get a
didn't
lot of
realize you
girls
see
saying,
that at the strip club.
"Oh yeah," a lot of girls say he wants me to, be in my street clothes. So like I
It's
said,
not
as
just
soon
in the other world we thought.
as soon as you take your clothes with you, so that you can dress down,
Come back down
when
the
you come
stairs,
down, yeah.
as dressed.
Or if you don't, then fucking other girls are gonna bitch at you saying, "Well, why are you letting her go up with," because they'll think first of all she's gonna make some money and then she's gonna bolt. You know what I mean? So you can't have
Okay,
that.
so now
that's
you-
why girls are gonna start yapping. Oh, she's gonna go up, dance, and then leave. Well, no, it's not gonna be that way.
Yeah.
Because I'm the manager and I call the shots here, so it's already taken care of. Go do your thing and have a nice day.
Yeah, we take you take client requests if it's a good client. Like
Yeah.
if it's no skin off your ass to make somebody happy, then
No.
fucking do it.
No.
So now you've already told her, okay, watch the stage. She's at that point. What's
the
next?
Watch the stage, watch the clothes.
Okay, and this is where it gets good. You go up to a customer sitting, always one-on-one. In my opinion, is easier than you coming up to all of us, because who you gonna hit?
Right.
Who you gonna hit? You know what I mean? Who you gonna say? Hey guys, how you doing? Okay,
They
you
do
come up
that.
with that.
They
You come
do.
up with that. But then, what are you gonna say? You're gonna go to somebody and say, "So what brings you here today?" Or "How's your day going?" Whatever. Now,
You can
when
have
it-
a more personal
You
conversation.
got to have
when
the
it's just
one-on-one
the one,
contact.
Yeah.
Now listen to this, and this is where it gets interesting. I'll tell a girl, like if I see a girl that's got real potential, I'll put the effort in. And I'll say to her, okay, so see that guy there? I want you to go over and say hi to him. Okay? And she'll say, and then I'll say, do you mind if I sit with you? Okay? Get into a conversation. All you have to say is, so what brings you by today? How was your day? Whatever. He might have the god shittiest day going. Whatever. He might not go for a dance, but the next time you see him, hey, did that meeting go well for you? What? Boom, you've got a connection. And
There
I
you
know
go.
I've got a handful only of girls that have done that, and they've thanked me so much for that. Because the thing is that it's that one-on-one thing, and that's how you get regulars.
Yes.
Is being part of their life.
Yeah.
Is
There you
knowing
go.
their life. They're gonna cry on your shoulder like there's no tomorrow. You're gonna be like a barber or a bartender or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's gonna invest money
You're
in you
mind
because
fucking them, aren't you?
No.
no,
They're being human.
No, you're
you're actually being
Guys,
a human
stop ganging
being.
it up on me. I was making a wisecrack.
Even when you go into a Starbucks,
Ring your bell.
The idea is to make a customer connection.
But the thing is that
Don't let me
it
ruin
gets
You
that
that,
just
story.
got wrong.
it gets that one-on-one
I
conversation.
got you guys.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Totally understand.
And that's probably something that you could use.
What, manners?
No,
No.
not you, but no. But you know where I'm going with that, right?
I get it. And
know what I mean?
respect your comment, yes.
Because
What you said is
and don't take it that high. Just say, I think that could help in some areas.
yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes, it could. Will I take your advice? Probably not, but it could.
I know, because I've known you so long. I know.
That's
but,
it. But that is a
But
great
you know what I mean?
strategy. Right
Yeah.
strategy.
That's the thing, is that. But I don't do that with everyone. But you can, like, you get their demeanor again, right? And you can tell if they're into it to make the money and to do well. And I mean, then I'll put the effort into it.
To help
And then
people.
I'll know customers. Like I know customers and say, you got anybody new? So then I'll call them up, hey, come on in, and then they'll let me know. They'll come back and say, yeah, she's great, whatever. But the thing is that at the end of the day, the good girls will get taken care of. You've got to have some type of manners and You know,
Right.
I'm not
Of
even.
course.
These are even the wrong words. I'm not using the right words right now.
You gotta
No, but you have to have
but you have
social
some type of
skills. You have to
skill,
be
yeah.
engaging.
You have to have the whole package. I call it.
Yeah.
You have to be a.
And there's not a lot of girls that have the whole package.
How does someone get involved? Like
be
do
a
you
strip-
audition to be a stripper?
Yeah.
Did you
Well,
show up?
You go to-
back
you
in
go
the
to
day,
stripper
hold on,
school.
back in the day, yeah,
Oh, they got strip pole classes now.
Yeah,
so
That's
yeah.
for
Julian's-
exercise. You fuck.
Julian's pool classes. But
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you get a call. Say a girl goes, I want to dance. Do you have a license? No. Okay, come
That
on.
is something that I did not know until somebody had told me that they were a stripper. I had no idea that strippers needed to be
In
licensed.
Toronto, not in Mississauga.
Okay, hold on.
That's
Hold
I knew
on,
a girl
hold
that
on.
could only strip out there.
Toronto, Vaughan, Niagara Falls, in Durham, in Mississauga, and somewhere else you don't.
Oh, so Niagara, you need a license.
Yes,
I didn't
it's a
know that.
cash grab. It's a cash grab for the
From the
city.
government.
A girl pays.
How much is a
to-
license?
Hold on, I'm getting her.
Okay.
So you have to get.
Before tomorrow.
Yeah.
Before the end of the
Next week.
podcast.
He's building
I'll text
for
you.
it.
But no, the thing is that you have to get a criminal background check, right?
Right.
So that's $40-$60. The license is $400 and something dollars.
That's a bitch.
For a
And it's
year or
200
lifetime?
a
year.
No, that's just the start. Every year renewal is $290.
Wow.
That's a cash grab.
That's a cash grab. That's a big cash grab.
Huge.
Every 2 years or 3 years, you've got to get redo your criminal activity check.
Right.
So say she had a little joint charge. She can't get it, right?
All right, here goes to another story.
Okay.
Well,
That's okay.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
like,
going to say.
what-
No, there's another.
What kind of criminal act are we
yeah,
talking
it's
about?
okay. So
Jaywalking.
no, it's got to be like fraud or something like
Something-
this.
Something
right?
indictable?
Decent.
So hold on. So a girl, maybe 15 years ago, I knew, nice girl, went to get her license and got turned down. Okay, and the reason being is that she committed fraud under $5,000, and it turned out that her boyfriend gave her a fake check, put it through the account, and she got caught.
Yeah.
So what we did was they set up a tribunal.
Really.
Okay, MLS set up a tribunal. So, and it took a fucking year for a tribunal. So we went, and
Stripper courts are busy.
and it was no word of a lie, 4-minute meeting,
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
You'd waited a year for 4 minutes.
Yeah, for 4 minutes.
Did she get it?
Yeah, and the agreement was that I said to them, well, if she does her criminal check every 6 months, sure, no problem. Boom,
Great.
Gave her license. That was it.
There you go.
Okay, so you get a license, but at the end of the day, now what are we talking here? Like, is it a good place to go to, like a strip club, enjoy yourself? Like, do you recommend it? Obviously, you work there, but
Absolutely. I mean, but don't go there trying to find a girlfriend.
no.
But a lot of guys do. A lot of guys want to go there and think,
Well, there's
you fall
that
in
joke,
love.
isn't there? That falling in love.
don't fall in love, right?
I paid you.
But I mean,
she
go
likes
there,
me,
have a
man.
good time, be respectful, enjoy yourself, and
Should we discuss a little bit of the COVID thing with the strip clubs, or should we leave it? Like, how would the difference?
I still want to know how to.
want-
I still want
I
to
know
go
that
back to
I'm getting a
Reimer's
job.
question and like how are these girls getting jobs? I'm sure some it's by referral, cool, you're in, and some girls need to audition. How does that work?
They just walk in.
you the girls will phone or they'll walk in, right? And you have to look at how they are,
Right.
Okay, you're not going to let a girl that's
Gotcha.
Huge.
out. And the thing is, and another thing is just talking to them. You get where they're coming
Well, you're
from.
not gonna let a crackhead. Hey, how you doing? Motiz is doing this chicken dance on you. She's not gonna get hired, is she?
Not in my line. I don't know about you, but not me.
Not me, man. There's no. She's got to have the look. She's got to have the attitude, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you
Right.
know what? Let's try it.
Yeah.
Is there celebrity like dancers? Is there like someone who's like a rock star, who comes in and going, oh man, she's just gonna pack in the club tonight.
I know
Are there
that-
those?
I'm sure that there are people like that. I saw
back
a
in
play
the-
about a
I
woman in
think those are
Montreal.
long. That's
Yeah,
what said.
Julian knows. Back in the day, you had features.
Yeah.
You had
Right.
porn stars, and then you had house features. Okay. Back in the day, you had Amber Lynn, just a bunch of them, right? But there was only a select few of porn stars back then that had big names.
Yes, not like today.
And now there's so many. There's a dime a dozen. There's nobody that singles out to be better than anybody else, right?
Right.
The same with features, which were Ontario girls dancers, but had a theme show.
Right.
You know what I mean? There was girls out there that did motorcycle.
They actually knew it.
They
had a show.
they had a theme. Yeah, they had a theme show. They did pyro.
Yeah.
They had all their music that was like figured around what they were doing in their show.
Right.
I had girls bring in like a cougar, a small baby cougar, a python. But guys,
like a small grandmother.
but guys, like it's just one of those things, right? And I remember a couple of features, hooter ball.
What?
Hooter ball.
What's a hooter ball?
They tie a basket around here,
Yeah.
by their cooch, and you got this little ball, and you'd have to pay $5 for a ball, and if you got it in, you got a free Polaroid. Remember the Polaroids back in the day?
$20, $10.
Yeah.
I have some good Polaroids.
And then you probably got a whole wall of them.
No, no.
Yeah.
I have some of the
But
older
no-
named Nina Hartley, Christy
Yeah.
Canyon.
Yeah, all those ones.
They're all there.
But then there was a girl also that had a remote control car, and she had a dildo on the end of it.
Oh, I never
and
seen
you
that girl.
and you had to drive that thing to try and
Oh, that's
Oh,
funny.
that's funny. Yeah,
and
yeah, I
and it
remember
was
seeing
and I
that.
remember I don't even remember who did that, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I get those things don't. But in the States, a lot of the porn stars still do tour, like
Yeah.
Chicago.
Oh,
Stormy Daniels just did a tour like
in
a couple
Toronto.
of years ago. Yeah, after all this
Yeah,
stuff happened with
yeah,
Donald Trump.
I know somebody got a call asking if they wanted to book her, but they didn't.
I wonder
'cause
what she was charging.
She wanted like
20K
17,000 US.
for the week.
I don't even know what it was
How many?
for.
Two show. Two,
Like,
three
hey,
shows.
but hold on. Do you remember Jenna Jameson?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay. That girl I
like
know.
your style. See,
That girl, it was 10,000 US a show.
Wow.
You would book her for.
that was a lot of money back then.
That's right. And that was 6 shows, 60 grand. You would fly her up, fly her back, and pay her hotel. Now, if your club was not full, she wouldn't go on stage.
Oh.
And
Wow.
that was in prerogative in the contract.
Did we never? You never had her up here, did we?
We never had her up.
I don't
'cause-
recall her ever being here. I remember Belladonna was one of my favorites. They stopped her at the airport. She was going to be at the other.
Nina Hartley got stopped at the airport.
But I seen Nina
Then,
Hartley.
but then
Bella-
she snuck in through Vancouver and then got deported. She can't come back to Canada
Oh,
anymore.
really? She did. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, those
That's
are
what
the,
I heard,
Those
so.
are the fun times.
Yeah.
I like the clubs now still because you know what? If you have some money, the girls are there. They want to, they give you a good value for your buck.
Yep. And now a lot of girls are camming. So, I mean, what they're doing is they're
During
advertising.
COVID.
Yeah, but see the thing, and before, but more so now. But what they're doing is, I know quite a few that will say, "Hey, I'm working at such and such a club. Come see me live." You know what I
that's a
mean?
smart move.
Which is a great advertising gimmick.
So
right?
what do they think? Start from the beginning on that. They come in. Okay, she has a client. She knows me, so she goes, "Come to see me dancing at
Okay, you're on
You're fans only. Or
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Okay,
OnlyFans.
you pay her subscription every month,
Whatever. Yes.
So then she'll advertise on there that I'm going to be at a certain club whenever.
Got it.
Come and see me.
Right.
And that's perfect advertising, And now with this thing, like the biggest one I found is ChatterBait.
What's that?
I've seen it online. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Like a
streaming.
cam service?
Yeah, it's a cam service. It's the biggest one.
Keeps
Okay.
popping up. Yeah. Is it a cam thing? Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, but it's huge. It's big.
Do they?
It's out of California.
Do they own
Yeah.
all the content?
Well, they don't own the content. The girl owns the content.
Okay, good.
It's streaming, isn't it?
But it's streaming. So, but she downloads videos and you can buy them.
Right.
Right.
What it is ChatterBait takes a percentage of that. So, say Julian goes on and buys 500 tokens. Okay.
Okay.
So you can tip 1 token, 10 tokens, 100 tokens, whatever. She wears this like vibrator thing like this here, very smaller with the area. So every time you tip her, it vibrates.
While she's at work
While
at the
she's
club.
on it, no.
No,
while she's
while
on
you're
TV.
watching her.
While you're
Right.
watching her. So this is how guys, and the more you tip, the more she'll take off. There's a girl I saw from Russia that makes 10,000 tokens just to get her undressed.
Oh, but why would I do that?
It's not you. It's Joe
It's
blue collar guy
everybody.
out there that's at home by himself on the computer, and that's what he does, right?
Yeah, it's 4 a.m.
Buys 500
And
tokens
she's
on
sitting
his
at home taking off her clothes.
on
waiting
her
for-
laptop, whatever. But
never
these
got-
are all high tech because they've got microphones, they've got
I never
the whole
got
9
into
yards.
this shit.
And that's
The
what I told you about the
gamers, yeah,
gamer,
those are the
gamer
gamers.
chairs, everything, right?
So now
But
there's
that's huge.
masturbation
There's,
chairs.
there's guys that like doing that right in front of the computer watching these girls.
Well, fuck.
And then you can go into a private room.
Yes.
So it's just you watching her.
And then a lot of times in those private rooms, I have a friend that that used to do it, and she said that she would only do cam to cam, which means like you can
gets to
see
see
me, but I can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's on Chatterbait. You can see her, but they can't see her.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but there's other ones. I guess there's other ones.
There's other ones. OnlyFans. There's Monster Cam. There's
No, I
Live
mean, but they don't
Jasmine.
see
There's
you.
Peaks.
So that hasn't decreased business at strip clubs, has it? Like the
No.
online content? No.
No.
Who wants to? I'd
If
go
a
in
guy's out,
person,
if you got a guy spending like 100 tokens, which is what, $10
Okay.
at home.
to get to see her
Yeah.
boobs.
You know,
Right.
Jesus,
he's not
what
going to
a
come to
waste
a
of
strip club,
fucking
right?
time that is.
But it's big money.
It is.
I guess it is because there's
but
a lot
think
of
of all the guys out there.
volume.
Yeah.
It's volume.
Yeah, but think of all the guys out there, right?
I know. I just can't wrap my head around sitting at home and just here's a
No,
token.
but we're not like that, right? But there's a lot of guys that are.
Yeah, all the
So
power
in
to
theory,
everybody.
if this girl says, once I get 10,000 tokens, then I'll do X, Y, and Z. If there's 100 guys watching, can they collectively get her to that number and then she does the thing?
Yeah, it's all collectively. It's
That's
not
what
one
I
guy.
Oh, there's
That's
no
what I
private
thought.
room right off the
The
bat.
private
can
room,
get into
but
a
the
private room.
but the private room is 200 tokens, and then inside that room you spend an extra 100 tokens, and she'll do whatever.
Right.
I know. I heard about this stuff. Sounds like nonsense, but whatever. Good for them. All the power.
It makes-
Anybody who can make some money. doing
Julian, it
anything-
makes the world go round, brother. You know what I mean?
Anything
At the end
that
of the day,
people make money, all the power to them. As long as I have no that comment I made was more of a wisecrack because I'm not into it. But at the end of the day, you make money. Why the hell not?
This is like phone sex, but with an image.
Remember phone sex $3.99 a minute?
Yeah.
How you doing? Do you do anal?
As a
Yes,
kid, I racked
love
up
anal.
racked up my family's phone bill to like almost $2,000.
I got cut off. I got cut off on Rogers one time. They go, you cannot call this number. When I was young,
Yeah.
I'm like, because it's like the Rogers goes, wait a minute, this guy's gonna have a $500 bill.
There were pre-recorded messages.
No,
The ones
you would
I
talk to
remember
the girl. Do you do
Yeah.
this?
Oh.
But the thing is, you don't know who you're talking to.
I love
though.
that you got in trouble for calling a phone sex line. I got in trouble for calling Miss Cleo to get my fortune read.
I didn't get in trouble. They cut me off. Rogers goes, wait a minute, your bill is getting too much with this shit. You better stop because I think I paid once or twice and then I started falling behind.
Yeah.
They go, okay, enough of this guy. But it was just funny, man. Like the things we do for stupid. I guess so. What you're saying is pretty much the same thing.
yeah.
So, go ahead.
I got a ridiculous question, man.
So do I.
Okay, how do strippers choose their stripper names? Is that like something?
That's not a stupid question. They just pick them because that's how they feel. They
Yeah.
feel like the ones that I don't like when they name themselves like Mercedes after cars and stuff. Like they're high
Porsche,
rollers.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Typical.
Corolla.
Yeah. You ever?
Well, I haven't come across a Corolla yet.
You ever heard of a girl named Dodge?
Are you kidding me?
Reliable
Toyota.
though.
All right, everyone, welcome to the stage. TTC token.
Yeah.
That's me.
Look how hot she is, baby. Give her a round of applause.
She's 15 minutes late, but everybody can ride.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
What about the COVID thing? I really don't want to get too deep into it. Obviously, you opened and then you closed. When you were open, in your eyes, everything was good. Like, did you see? I don't want to make this conversation get like offside in any way. Were you disappointed that they closed? Of course, you're disappointed.
Of course, we're disappointed, especially when all the clubs are doing what they're supposed to be
and
doing.
that's the thing.
But the clubs took the hit because somebody needed to be the fall guy, and they gave it to the clubs.
And you knew that you're an easy target,
Yeah,
so they picked
because
on
you
it,
got
yeah.
different people coming in. But so what do you do in restaurants?
And
But like I
then-
said, it's the contact tracing because that's exactly what they said. We're closing strip clubs down in Ontario because of contact tracing.
Do you think there would have been a better solution as to just like shutting them down? Like, could have they've?
Well, the thing is that contact tracing is contact tracing. How do I know you're going to give me your
the
phone
only
number?
way you need your real license, your real
Well, you can't because you can't take people's ID. You can't. It's just like
Okay.
the cops can't. That's called carding
I
or
got
something.
it. Yeah,
right?
yeah. Then
So what
gonna-
you do is all you need, and like I suggested, was one name, Rick, Joe, whatever, and an email. Because guys don't want to go to the club, give their real name and say, okay, Health Canada calls.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Rick
My-
was here
my
and
wife's gonna lose it
last
after,
week, and
yeah.
they're gonna freak out.
So
I mean, if
everybody's all over-
everybody's got an email, so you get an email, you at the house, oh yeah, whatever, and they're gonna say, okay, well you got to get tested because somebody was there, and nobody knows.
What they could when I was a teenager and I was going to Planned Parenthood to get birth control, they said, "Hey, when I was living with my parents, obviously, they go, when I call you, can I say who I am and where I'm from?" You could give them the exact same option. You know, you were at a location that had an outbreak, and give no more information.
But still, they won't give you the real number.
The guy like myself will give it because I don't give a shit. Because what if I was there and something happened, I'd want to know. But number two, the other guys, like he's saying, like Todd's
they won't.
They have wives and stuff.
Because if my phone's on the kitchen table, it goes off, and it says, you know,
you were
health, whatever.
Yeah.
Your wife's gonna go.
He's in the washroom. What is that? Well, he was at a such and such a place. Well, then,
right.
There she goes.
But an email, you can't open the email. It's not going to ring. It goes to your email account. That way, you can just check the email, right?
Yeah.
Well.
Because everybody has an email. So.
It's unfortunate because the girls, they need to make money. So I guess the camming is all there to it. Where should we go to find this cam stuff? You should have told a couple of girls to give some shout outs so we could have put it online for them.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
I guess the perverts know where. No, I was going to say, like, if you wanted us to give somebody a little bit of shout out to say, go to. I don't even know what they're called to even to give assistance.
Yeah, everybody does different names, whatever on there. They're long, they're short, and.
Well, if you want, after we leave, you could give us a name or two, and we could put it on our friends page on the website, and tell guys to go there and support one or two of the people that you think deserve the extra help, if you want.
Before the clubs got shut down, were the clients or the girls required to wear masks?
Before they were shut down?
Before they got shut down. I was so.
What
curious.
during 30 what
after they reopened?
When we opened the first time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They walked with the mask?
Yes. All girls we made wear the mask, even sitting down with the customer. The customer did not have to have a mask while he sat down. Once he got up, when you went to the VIP, you hand sanitize your hands both. You wore a mask both, in and out. Okay? Because you got to be. That was a stipulation I put in place, and that's the rule. You know, because this is big, right? I know a lot of places
they didn't do
care.
that. I didn't go, but I heard for a fact they didn't do that.
No, and I mean, I don't. You know, you got to care.
Because at the end of the day, gun test. They did.
We always do the gun test when you walk in. First thing that happens is you get gun test.
Okay, but if you
don't pass that, you're gone.
Okay, you don't have a fever though, so why am I wearing a mask?
Doesn't matter. Everybody has to wear a mask.
I got you.
You can be asymptomatic.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's why I said I didn't really want to get too deep into it because obviously there's a lot of back and forths we can have. But so, what do you think in the future holds? Like New Year, January,
I'd say
February,
into the New Year.
March.
I think province wants to get through the holidays.
I think so too. My best guess I'm going to say is June.
Yeah, I say March.
March,
yeah.
I'm going to say when the weather gets hot again.
It's going to be such a everybody.
It's going to be a long winter, man. Fuck.
I heard somebody say it's going to be a dark winter.
Dark. I believe
winter.
it. I believe this whole 2020.
I captured it well.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, dark winter. Fuck. What are you gonna do?
Well, we all in the restaurant industry, we make all of our money in November, December, and early January.
To go out Christmas time, everybody's out happy.
Christmas
drinks.
Parties.
Yeah, you just enjoy it. That's the best time.
A lot of places are going to hurt because
they're going to shut down.
If you don't own the building, own the land, you're done.
The rent is
you're done.
12 grand for what? Selling takeout?
Exactly. So, a lot of places, and this.
I found out the number. You asked the place that I work at how much the rent is, $140,000 a month.
That's nice.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, I knew it was a lot, but that's really a lot.
You remember the club Circa?
Circa, no.
On Peter Street?
Okay, that's a lot too there.
That was $175,000 a month.
Yeah, but again, you're making. But
that was 3 floors. I mean, I went there back in the day for record release parties. But man, I'm telling you, same with Whiskey Saigon. Those are.
But
big.
that's the thing. Big, if you have one week that you're bad, like there, you can't really profit unless you're.
Is the government?
Yeah, they did a little bit, but not to cover 170 grand.
No.
That guy owned his own property, anyways. The government.
So I know that this again. I feel like this is going to be a stupid question, but I feel like
no stupid questions that blow hard, babe.
Perfect.
You can ask anything.
So. For the average non-stripping woman, Halloween is the night of the year where we all look like strippers. Actual strippers.
That's true.
How is it different? Did they just go to the completely next level? Are we completely interwoven? Is it hard to spot a stripper from not a stripper at Halloween? I'm just curious.
In the club?
For such a slutty holiday, I wonder how a Halloween
you're-
is affected.
Halloween becomes slutty by the way.
No, because she's referred to nightclubs. All the girls would go
Yeah.
as sexy nurses.
So that's kind of my question. Are a lot of the girls on and around Halloween, are they doing costumes? Are they stripping to Monster Mash? Like, I just feel like Halloween lends itself to strippers.
Nah,
I
they
think-
just
I think
walk
just-
around with their asses
they
showing.
don't do that anymore.
Really?
34 years ago, yeah, they would.
They don't
but
even
not
dance anymore.
No.
Like the real dancing, like we're talking about with real music. Now they walk around.
They walk around like they're modeling something from Ritzy or
and then
something.
they want to get upstairs. They want to get upstairs as quick as possible.
I tell you right now, what I would do is I would get somebody that does body painting to paint the peach emoji on my ass. That would be my costume.
That's
In
not a
case
bad
anybody
idea.
was wondering.
But then that emoji's going to be all over the stage when you're done.
And it's
So.
also you're
And on a couple people's laps.
you can't sweat it out good because your body that painting stuff keeps the sweat in.
There you go.
But the bottom line is the strippers are
peach.
they don't need to they don't do that. If anything, they just pretend they're sexy, dirty maids.
It's
Yes,
just
Pat, you
another
have your
day
hand
out of
up.
the
I
week.
have a question for our guest.
Go ahead,
What
Pat.
is your all-time favorite song to see a girl strip to? You must have seen 10 billion dances.
Favorite song to see people strip to?
What's your personal favorite? If
Personal
you s-
preference.
Well, now they choose their music, right?
No, but
Yeah.
Before-
you've seen
okay.
everything, remember.
Yeah, but now they have their own music.
Now, but before, what was your song? As Pat is asking. I already have one in my head. I can picture it.
Me too.
Tell us.
Please fuck me.
Which by who's that?
It's a European underground song.
Never heard it before.
Well, there you
Please
go.
fuck me.
No, it doesn't even go like that.
I remember Scanties. They had the stairs coming down like a spiral stair. The girls would walk from the top of the staircase, and it was Zeppelin's "Whole Lot of Love." No, Black Dog. Hey, hey, mama, and the girls would walk down.
Right.
It was like it's embedded in my head. Very sexual. Now the place is shut down. She's probably 50, and that's it. You have a song? Forget it. Sabrina,
This would happen in
I
Alberta.
don't know. Probably Fuck the Pain Away.
fuck the pain
Fuck the
away.
pain away.
You
By
gotta
Peaches.
fuck. You know, she made like a good point last time. The rappers in Atlanta, they use the strip clubs there to test their music. If it's popular there, then they push it to the public. Did
It's
you know
like
that?
if their whole thing is like if the girl steps on stage, their song starts playing and the asses go wild and you can feel and read somebody's energy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's if the girls get really excited to dance to it, that's how they know they've got a hit on their hands.
Yeah, I never knew that either. Yeah.
And there you go.
There's two things. Todd taught us one, and you taught me. What did you teach me? What was the thing I didn't know?
I don't know. We have
What is that? Is that the song "Please Fuck Me"?
No.
By Moto.
hold it up here.
Smelly cock?
No,
wanna
she said I want
swallow
to
your
swallow
cock."
your cock.
How the fuck do you hear that?
Get your ears fixed.
You gotta smell it.
And that's she's sexy, the way she sings.
I've never heard that in a strip
No?
club once.
This
That's
sounds
a
like
fucking great song, man. Ding, 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 ding.
that sounds like everything Miley Cyrus sings.
I mean, no, but
I
okay.
never heard that. That's a classic. Please fuck me. Bravo.
We can't play the audio, but we will shout out to Moto and Please Fuck Me.
Please fuck
Everybody
me.
go to iTunes and download it.
Shit.
Okay, we gotta cut that out for copyright reasons, but anyway, we'll shout Moto out.
Moto.
Moto. Anyways,
That's
that's a
an
great.
old
That's a
song.
great song. I've never heard it once.
No?
Nah, fuck. But
It sounded
Definitely
it sounded
sexual.
like somebody took the dirty talk you had with Effie on the
Oh,
other
yeah, that
episode
was
and
a
turned it
little
into
bit
music.
Too much, yeah.
Hey, why are like so in Alberta, where I'm from, Calgary, they don't have VIP rooms. They don't do the lap dancing. They do like the stage dancing. They do that like a fun song to begin with. They kind of got the 3 songs and then it becomes a blanket dance. Does that happen here? And then they
used
start.
to.
Used to. Blanket, that was more features used to do that.
The
Used to
floor
do 4
thing.
songs.
Yeah.
First 3 were whatever, the last song was on the floor with a blanket.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
And then it'd be like then people chuck loonies and toonies up.
No.
They do that in
No,
Alberta, yeah.
no money here like that.
No.
The odd girl gets tipped off in her G-string, but that's about it.
Very, very, yeah. Nobody, not,
Very
yeah.
rare.
And especially loonies and toonies, you whip them at her head?
No, you wouldn't.
No, you get- you'd get-
It's crazy. She would stick one on there and you knock one off.
Oh, sometimes they play games like that. They'd set like a photograph of themselves up or a keychain. You try and hit it. It'd be like prizes. for
Fucking
money.
guys from Calgary are fucked, man. That's all I got to say.
You know,
It's a different world out.
ridiculous.
It's a different
I'm
world
gonna
out
whip
west.
toonies at you. Like,
I mean, but that blanket after 15 minutes is sitting with like, you know,
I
a
got
lot of money
I got
on it.
but
And they
still,
roll it up
at
and
least
it's like
the
Santa
Americans
Claus.
throw dollar bills.
Cha-ching,
Anyways.
cha-ching.
It's like, hey, it's like back in the Stone Age out there. I don't know.
Yeah, Calgary, they're whipping
Yeah.
toonies. You at least fucking throw a $5.
Oh, there'd
or
be
something.
notes as well. You buy, and then they got merch like posters and panties and.
On that note, Todd, it's a pleasure.
Cheers.
Very informative. You're a cool guy. I know you very long time. All the best. You
Appreciate being here.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
being
for
here.
Yeah,
coming.
thank you.
Sabrina, Reimer, everything good?
Everything's good. Yeah, we look forward to putting this out, but you getting back to business, and now hopefully that all.
Yeah,
comes
one day when
sooner
they're
than
back
later.
to business, I'm going to bring our crew here. We'll come and have a couple of beers. Sabrina, she's open-minded. Don't worry. She's
Yeah.
going to apply for a job.
Yeah, now she's got some tips.
Julian,
Primer.
Sabrina.
Todd.
we are out, people. Have a good week. Thank you. My bad. I hate being stupid.